All right, welcome to another episode of the Critics Collective. I am Legacy Lingo, and I'm happy to bring you the weekly top 5 numbers of weekend number 25 of the year 2025. That's June 20th through June 22nd. Okay, now before we begin, let's see where we were last week in those top 5 numbers. At number 5, we have From the World of John Wick, Ballerina with 9.8 million. At number 4, we had Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning with 10.6 million. Number 3, we had The Materialist with 12 million. At number 2, we had Lilo and Stitch with 15.7 million. And at number 1, we have How to Train Your Dragon live action with 84.6 million. Okay, now, as I've said in the past, these summer numbers are going to bring weekly shakeups. So I'm interested to see how you guys are going to respond to this week's shakeup. Let's get right into it. At number 5, we have Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning with 6.5 million. It has fallen from number 4 to number 5 after 5 weeks in theaters. Now, remember, Mission Impossible is working against a budget of 400 million. And domestically here in the US, it's made 179 million. Internationally, it's made 362.5 million for a combined total of 541.5 million. Now, with the budget of 400 million, it has definitely exceeded that. Somebody will probably tell you this is a success, but after 5 weeks in theaters, it's losing steam. And I know they would like to see that number double. They would like it to be closer to the 800 million, whether it came domestic or internationally, but it's far from that. So in my opinion, this was not a success, but I'm sure you'll get articles telling you otherwise. All right, moving on to number 4. Number 4, we have Lilo and Stitch with 9.7 million. Now, Lilo and Stitch was number 2 last week, and that's a big fall. 9.7 million, but it has made plenty of money. It is nothing to be ashamed about. 5 weeks in theaters. Is working against a budget of about 100 million estimated. It has made 388 million in the US. Internationally, it's made 524.2 million for a combined total worldwide of 912.3 million. So it has made its money. It doesn't matter that it's fallen to number 4. It's still in the top 5 after 5 weeks. So that is something to definitely celebrate. And I'm almost certain, again, Disney will give you another live action that will probably be highly criticized, but you will spend your money to go see it. Yes. So moving on to number 3, we have Ilio. First week in theaters, it has opened up with 20.8 million. Okay, now this one is actually Ilio's working against a budget estimated at 150 million. So weekend number 1 in the US is made 23. Internationally, it's made 14.1 worldwide. So combined, it's made 37.1 million. It does have a way to go. I'm not certain that this is going to have the same success as some of these other movies like How to Train Your Dragon or Lilo and Stitch, but I could be wrong. Next week, it could end up surprising us, jumping up to the number 1 spot. I don't think so. $20 million on a $150 million budget opening weekend when these animated kids movies or kids live action movies are doing so well. This is scary. So not sure if Disney Pixar is ready for this. Hopefully they'll have a resurgence, but with the stuff that's coming, I can only see it going lower in the rankings, but that's just my opinion. If I'm wrong, I will let you guys know next week. All right, now let's move on to number 2. At number 2, with its first week in the box office, we have 28 Years Later with $30 million. Now, 28 Years Later is working against an estimated budget of 75 million. Okay, now against a budget like that, to make 32.8 million in the US and another 30 million internationally for 62.8 million opening weekend, I would say they're trending in the right direction. First week in theaters, they got about 2, maybe 3 weeks to make some decent money, stay in the top 5. I doubt they will stay in the top 5 that long. We do have a review up if you guys want to check that out in a spoiler conversation that's going to drop soon. So make sure you tap into that. I do see it making some money over the next couple of weeks, and they should be happy with what they're going to make. Despite the backlash, I would not be surprised if we do see another one in this because it is trending in the right direction financially. All right, which brings us now to the number 1 film of the week. How to Train Your Dragon made another 36.6 million. Second week in theaters. How to Train Your Dragon was number 1 last week, holding number 1 again. It has an estimated budget of $150 million. How to Train Your Dragon has so far made domestically 164.6 million. It has made internationally 199.6 million for a combined total worldwide of 364.3 million. And again, like I said last week, this is what the studios want. It has now already made its budget up domestically. Everything internationally is just the icing on top, or the cherry on top, the icing on the cake, however you want to call it. It's all profits. And this only is second week in theaters, and they're going to continue to grow, much like Lilo and Stitch. No matter how you feel about the movie, this is profitable, and you can expect that they're already working towards continuing in this direction. And I'm actually interested to see the battle of DreamWorks, Universal, doing their live action stuff and seeing if they're going to continue to have more success than Disney. All right, so here you are at a glance at your top 5 again. This week we had The Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning at number 5 with 6.5 million. Number 4 we had Lilo and Stitch with 9.7 million. Number 3 we had Ilio with 20.8 million. At number 2 you have 28 Years Later with 30 million. At number 1, How to Train Your Dragon with another 36.6 million. All right, take that information and do with it what you will. I really do enjoy doing this for you guys, and if you want to support the page, you like what we do, please, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe. Give us a chance for 3 minutes to just watch our videos. That would truly, truly boost us with the algorithm. 3 minutes of your time, hit the like button, turn on the alerts, join the collective community. All right, once again, this is your weekend numbers for weekend number 25 of 2025. That's June 20th through June 22nd. We are the Critics Collective. I am Legacy Lingo, and we will see you guys on the next one.